Frostpunk 2 console release and physical editions revealed, 2025 date and Game Pass info. Imagine a game so compelling that its arrival on new platforms sparks excitement among fans and newcomers alike. Frostpunk 2 is that title, and now it's making a significant leap from PC to consoles. Originally launched on PC last October, this gripping city building and survival simulation is finally coming to Xbox Series XS and PlayStation 5. And here's the kicker. If you're a subscriber to Xbox Game Pass, you can jump right in on day one without any extra cost. But here's where it gets controversial. Does Frostpunk 2 truly translate its intense, bleak atmosphere to the console experience, or does the shift dilute its emotional impact? That's a question worth pondering. According to 11-Bit, the developer behind the game, the console version has been carefully optimized to deliver a smooth and intuitive control scheme. They've refined the interface so players can manage the political landscape and the lives of the citizens of New London with ease using a standard Xbox controller. Several improvements have been implemented to make gameplay on gamepads more responsive and accessible, ensuring that players can quickly access critical actions without frustration. In addition to the digital release, Frostpunk 2 will also be available in 2 special physical editions, appealing to collectors and fans eager to own tangible memorabilia. The Icebreaker edition features a charming pop-up diorama, along with an art book and a novella that deepen the lore of the game world. For those seeking the ultimate package, the Whiteout edition offers everything in the Icebreaker, plus a shadow box display and a deluxe edition upgrade that includes 3 upcoming downloadable content DLC packs, adding more layers of story and gameplay. Reflecting on our initial review from October, our writer Peter praised Frostpunk 2 as an exceptional city builder and simulation experience. He highlighted the game's stunning visuals, immersive sound design, and artistic style. However, he also pointed out that the game's relentless bleakness can sometimes become overwhelming, and a touch of humor might have provided a necessary contrast to its somber tone. Peter noted that the game's intense moral dilemmas can lead players to feel emotionally detached, as the end often justifies the means. This dynamic creates the unique experience, where players are never truly the hero, only the less bad option. His advice? Play in short bursts to avoid emotional numbness and maintain engagement. Mark your calendars. Frostpunk 2 will be available on Xbox Game Pass Ultimate for Xbox Series XS and PS5 starting September 18th, 2025. This release promises to bring the same gripping, morally complex experience to a broader audience, raising questions about how we handle survival, leadership, and difficult choices in times of crisis. So what do you think? Does bringing Frostpunk 2 to consoles enhance or diminish its powerful atmosphere? Are you excited to experience this intense journey on your preferred platform? Share your thoughts and opinions. This is a game that's sure to spark debate among fans and newcomers alike. Frostpunk 2 coming to consoles with full controller support, Game Pass, and physical editions. Get ready for an exciting announcement. Frostpunk 2 is set to launch on consoles with full controller support for PC on September 18th, 2025. This city-building survival game, known for its challenging decisions, is not just making its way to consoles, there's much more in store for players. Game Pass subscribers will have access to the game right from day one. Additionally, PC gamers can enjoy the game with complete controller support should they prefer that gaming style. Physical editions are back. Let's take a moment to celebrate the return of physical game copies. 11-Bit Studios, in partnership with Skybound Games, has announced that players will be able to own a tangible game case to insert into their consoles. It's a nostalgic nod to the past, reminiscent of the days when we could flip through instruction manuals and hold our games in hand. The original Frostpunk also made its way to consoles, and 11-Bit Studios has learned valuable lessons from that experience. They have refined the user interface to be more circular and user-friendly, making navigation easier for players. Igor Skibinski, the production coordinator for Frostpunk 2, shared, "Initially, we aimed to retain as many interface solutions as we could. However, the gameplay between the 2 titles is so distinct that we had to adapt and modify those systems over time. Our primary goal was to ensure that players can engage with the game effortlessly, allowing them to focus on the gameplay rather than the controls. we aspire to demonstrate that even intricate strategy games can be intuitive and enjoyable on consoles. The challenge of adapting city builders to consoles. Translating city building and real-time strategy games to a gamepad can be quite challenging. Yet when a studio successfully achieves this, it enhances the gaming experience for console players. Both Frostpunk games offer intense and rewarding experiences, especially for those who are willing to invest time in understanding the game mechanics and what is required to succeed. Don't miss out. You can now add Frostpunk 2 to your wish list on console storefronts. This is an opportunity you won't want to overlook. Frostpunk 2, Xbox release date and Game Pass arrival, September 18th, 2025. Get ready for your heart to freeze and your mind to race, because Frostpunk 2 is about to invade your console this September. After dazzling PC players on Game Pass last September, the atmospheric city builder from 11-Bit Studios is finally arriving on Xbox Series XS, via Game Pass on September 18th, 2025. But here's where it gets controversial. Some fans argue that delaying the console launch by a full year feels like a tough wait for console-only players. And this is the part most people miss. The extra months allow the team to polish core mechanics, optimize performance, and weave in new narrative twists. Frostpunk 2 elevates the city survival genre by casting you as the steward of a frozen metropolis teetering on the brink of collapse. You'll design sprawling districts, juggle infinite needs and resources, and steer conflicting factions, each with their own agendas, through relentless storms and moral quandaries. As your city's demands grow and power struggles intensify, every decision could spell salvation or ruin. At launch on PC, Frostpunk 2 earned widespread praise, boasting an impressive Metacritic average of 85. With over a year of dedicated console development, expectations are sky high for a seamless experience on Xbox. Will the Game Pass release match or even surpass the PC version's acclaim? Only time will tell. And if a fresh Frostbitten X edition isn't enough, 11-Bit Studios recently announced Frostpunk 1886, a reimagined take on the original title powered by Unreal Engine 5, slated for a 2027 release on all major platforms, including Xbox. So, are you pumped to dive into the frozen fray on Game Pass this September? Do you think 11-Bit's strategy of a staggered release was smart or frustrating? Could Game Pass Day 1 launches be good for gamers, or do they undermine developers' long-term sales? Share your thoughts below and let the debate begin. This news was brought to you by Ben Carey from Pure Xbox, a self-confessed fan of action, racing, and shooters, who balances his controller time with nostalgia-filled tunes and football nights.